what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku. Another video to do my Bleach 1000-Year Blood War episode 376 review of the English dub. So this episode starts off where it left off with Captain Ureha fighting Kapachi, and basically trying to bring out his inner, abilities. They show a flashback of when he was a kid and when they met, and how she basically was the first person to actually challenge him to the point where no one else could, because everyone else that he fought, he killed instantly. There was a whole pile of corpse that came from him, not her. So that's where that all started. However, when he realized that he could go toe-to-toe with her, and she was the first person to do this, Kapachi didn't want to kill Unohana. So he always had this blackout ability where he would hold back, so he wouldn't kill her. So that's why Kapachi could never beat her. And this is basically what ends up happening in all his battles that we've seen with Ichigo and in Wako Mundo, and even most recently with the Quincy's, is that it's because he's holding back. It's not necessarily because Ichigo was just stronger than Kapachi. No, it was that he was holding back. That's what they're going to go with now. So Unohana basically has revived him multiple times with the healing ability, because he would have died by now, just so he can keep getting stronger and basically can unleash this ability, so he can get stronger like he needs to be. She then uses her Bankai to get the strength out of him, which he finally does. And when he does this, he she's like torturing her with with the Bankai, but then eventually he counters back because he has the ability now to get stronger and unlock that ability that's dormant in from blacking out, and finally is able to stab her and kill her. Which he doesn't want. Once he realizes that, he stabbed her to the point where it's fatal, he's like, I don't want you to die. He wants her to heal herself, but she doesn't want to do that because there can only be one Kapachi, and she feels that she's now done enough, and so she dies. And he's not happy. He gets the Zanpakutōs, I guess, from her after she dies. And that's it. Another Soul Reaper captain has died in the short time of this 1000-year blood war. Not happy about that, but nonetheless, this is what they did. And then after that, there was a quick pause from the Hulu ads before we get back to the second half of this episode. And then we have Ichigo and Renji and Kon, who arrive in the palace, the third part palace, Huriden. Basically, I guess, is the creator of Zanpakutōs. He basically puts him in this palace where there's all these women or whatever in front of him, and they're kind of stunned. Ichigo and Renji are kind of stunned by this. But they just kind of, keep asking questions, and he's like, "Oh no, just do this. You gotta bow down." And so they bow down in like an awkward way, but it wasn't really to do anything. It was just so he could be funny and take pictures of them. Then I guess the assistant comes in, or whatever, and basically she tells them that this is the real palace. It's in a different building. So then they go out of there. Kone's all upset. He's like, "Oh, I prefer the one with the women." And there's like, "Yeah, I agree too." It's just what? But anyways, so they get tossed into this underground thing in this building. And they're basically confronted by other, I guess, Zanpakutōs. And then up on the top, this Huden basically tells them that, those women that you guys seen, those were actually Zanpakutōs, and you guys didn't recognize them, and that's something that you guys shouldn't do. You guys have to pass this test, or I'm never going to repair your Zanpakutōs. And he actually shattered the remainders of them, actually. So they got to go through that. And they got to go through doing that stuff. Then we get the ending credits. And then surprisingly, they do a ending cutscene after the end credits. Which shows that Renji passed. However, Ichigo failed. Ichigo was on the ground all bloody. Renji was bloody too, but he was standing. And Ichigo's like, no, I can still do this. I still have enough willpower. And he's like, I can do this. And they're like, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to do it. And so he takes him up, or she takes him up, and basically, Huden basically tells him that, I can not restore your Zanpakutō, and never come back to the Soul Society, and basically teleports him back to the human world, and because he didn't go through the traditional soul reaping training, basically. And that's how the episode ends. And once again, this ending opens up some more issues than answers, because once again, and this was brought up a couple episodes ago in my reviews, is that basically, Ichigo is not a human. He is a half Soul Reaper from his father's side, and from the other half, as we now know now, his mother's side was a Quincy, not a human. So he is not a human. He never was a human, and it also brings up another problem about his sisters. Yes, the one sister can see spirits, but the other sister can't see anything, and that's pretty much all she can do. Why can't she be a Soul Reaper? Why can't those sisters be Quincy's or Soul Reapers, whatever? And why is only Ichigo able to do that, huh? This is another problem that the creator's probably never going to address, because he probably didn't originally envision this happening when he first wrote the manga, but as stuff went along, he changed his mind on this stuff. I don't know the full story. I don't read the mangas. That's not what I do here. I just watch the English dubs. As you guys know, I watch anime. I don't do anything else. But nonetheless, this is going to be something that's probably never going to be answered or addressed, unfortunately, which sucks. But I will question it, because, it's kind of ridiculous that it isn't being questioned. Yeah, Ichigo is in the human world now. He's back where he came from, Katakura Town. And Renji's by himself. At least, Ruki and Bakugo are supposed to be there, but they're not there. They're there, but they're not with them. I guess they're, behind or whatever. I guess they got to train together. I guess the brother and sister has to train together later on, since they're still healing up. I guess that's supposed to be the plan, since they didn't really tell us like where they are after Bakugo was thrown into the blood pool or whatever. So yeah, kind of really weird development for Ichigo here. And also, like, these palace people, these um do these squad zeros actually realize that if it wasn't for Ichigo, that there would be no Soul Society right now, and they're trying to criticize this man? Like, come on now. Like, what the frig? Yeah, not liking how they did this. They doing Ichigo dirty like that, you know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, more to come soon, I guess, for next week, whenever we can review it, or when it, well, we I think it's on Saturday when they release them, but I don't know what the times are. I don't know if they're different from the sub releases, but we just review them whenever we can, watch them when we can, and then review them whenever we can. But nonetheless, it will be really interesting to see where they go with this next. But yeah, that is about it. Comment, rate, subscribe if you're a new viewer, and hit that bell for all the latest contents. And yeah, that is about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure, besides my YouTube channel, SS Ultimate Goku, to follow me on Twitch at the SS Ultimate Goku, Instagram, the SS Ultimate Goku, and also I have my Discord server, which has, anime dub discussions, cartoon discussions, live action of movies and TV series, and sports, and all that other good stuff. So make sure to check it out. And now I'm out. Peace.